Hello, and thank you everyone for joining today. Today, on our Datamart webinar, we will be discussing how to choose a phone system, either on-site, in the cloud, or a hybrid of both. How to make the right decision for your business. So when we decide about choosing either an on-site, cloud, or hybrid phone system for our business, we really need to understand the unique situation and the unique business drivers that are particular to your own business. Once these are fully understood, the next step is to evaluate all the available options out there and then find the best solution for your own business based on those particular business drivers and any other unique considerations for your own business. So this is really going to be about discovering the business needs and then applying those needs to find the best solution. So one question you may ask is, does your current phone system meet today's demands? And if it's an older legacy system, or even if it's a new system, it may not meet those demands. So as we see here, expectations are changing. Here are some business drivers for a new UC system. And these are going to be the most common business drivers that we see out in the marketplace, working with all the different businesses that Datamart works with. So first, businesses are trying to optimize their business processes, most notably having CRM integrations with the phone system. So this will allow you to, for example, leverage your Salesforce environment to have an inbound call pop open the customer record based on the caller ID. So that's one example of automating a business process through a CRM integration to save time for the user and give customers a better experience. Next, we want to increase productivity, and this can be done in a variety of ways, most notably through a desktop application to help control your phone and instant messaging, and also things like web dialer, where you can click on a phone number and make a phone call from your computer. So these types of tools are going to increase productivity of your users, which is going to lead to a more efficient business. Another common business driver, especially in modern times, is we need to increase our mobility and also our agility of our organization. You know, recent hiring trends are showing that companies are hiring the best people, not necessarily the closest people. So you may have remote users that are spread out all over the country or even all over the world, and these users are going to need to connect in seamlessly to create one experience. And this is going to allow these remote workers to have a much better experience. This can also allow you to scale up and down on the size of your business based on current conditions. The next business driver here is improving collaboration. This is things like audio and web conferencing, instant messaging. Any ways to increase the amount of collaboration that your users are going to have regardless of their location is going to lead to, a better workplace environment. It's going to lead to more successful projects, and it's an overall benefit to the company. Next business driver we have is overall improvement of the user experience. So your phone users, they may have a legacy system. They may not have any desktop applications or any CRM integrations. So one common goal here is we want to improve their experience when they work so that, they're not wasting any time. They're getting all the resources they need. They're getting all the information they need from coworkers, and they're collaborating in the best way possible. Again, leading to higher productivity and a more efficient business. Next business driver, and this is becoming more and more important, is improving business continuity and also having a good disaster recovery plan. So this is, let's say, your main office loses complete power for a week or has a flood or fire. What is your plan to maintain your business continuity in the event that your main office is completely unavailable for a period of time? Do you have a strategy, and are you prepared for that type of event? So there are many strategies that we can help you to avoid those disaster scenarios and prepare, either using cloud or a data center or other options. Next, again, this is becoming more and more important as time goes on. The internet is becoming, somewhat dangerous place with all the malicious hackers that are out there. So when we start putting our voice over IP and our communications over the internet into public domain, we're going to want to make sure that we have full security on our phone calls and any communications that are going on over the internet. This is a big business driver to make sure we have increased security of our UC system with full encryption of the media and the signaling. And finally, this is more of a financial business driver, but again, very important. We're going to want to make sure we have reduced our total cost of ownership of our system, and also that we've maximized our return on investment. So you're going to invest, if you are going to invest in a new UC system, you want to make sure that over time, the cost of maintaining that system and running the business is going to be as low as we can make it. But at the same time, we want to leverage our investment to make sure we are increasing productivity, we are solving our business continuity needs, and we're leading to a more efficient business at the end of the day. So again, this is a summary of the most common business drivers, and these are going to be unique to your own business. We may need to sit down with you and review, what your specific goals are. Now that we've covered that, let's take a look at the current UC options that are in the marketplace. So we're not going to get into specific brands versus other brands in this webinar. We're just going to talk about overview in terms of the types of systems that are out there. So the most prevalent system that has been out there in the last 10 or 20 years is an on-premise UC system where you have products in your main building and your users access the equipment within your building. There's no cloud involved here. And this would cover all the legacy systems, and it would also cover some newer systems that only exist in your building on premises. The next option that is growing in popularity and has been out for some time but is picking up steam in the marketplace is the hosted UC services, or the cloud approach. This means that you have no phone equipment in your office or offices. Everything is in a data center run by ShoreTel or run by another phone company, and your users are going to connect to that most likely over the internet. At the end of the day, what we've realized is that users care what you are delivering to them, not how. So your users are not really going to be aware, do you have an on-premises system or do you have a cloud-hosted system? They just want to have the best experience. They don't want to have to worry about how to connect. They just want to, go about their day in the most efficient way possible. So as we can see here, this is going to highlight some benefits of the on-premise system on the left here. Typically, these systems are very feature-rich. They have great business intelligence and integrations, such as CRM integrations, Also, we have on-site dial tone. Typically, we have good security in these on-site systems because we're not traversing the internet. We have a CapEx model of purchasing. So we're laying out a capital expense, and then we have an annual support contract. Typically, these systems are not very flexible, so it may be difficult to expand, to move, to add remote users, and they could be resource intensive, meaning you may need to dedicate a good portion of your IT staff to maintaining the system, or you may need to hire a vendor or partner to maintain it for you, and that can be expensive. On the hosted cloud side, typically these systems can be somewhat feature light. They may not have a great ability to integrate and provide CRM integrations. They provide remote dial tone over the internet. They may have questionable security. You may not have encryption. You may have calls going over the raw internet, which could be accessed potentially by somebody on the internet. You're going to have an OpEx expense model, meaning it's more of an operating expense that occurs monthly. There's no upfront capital expenditure, or very minimal. These systems are typically very flexible, so you can add remote users very easily. You can scale up and down. All of that becomes easier in the cloud. And they're more resource efficient, meaning you do not have to dedicate your IT staff to maintaining the system. You do not have to hire a vendor or partner to come in and maintain it for you. It's all built in to the cloud. The cloud monthly payment is the support and management of the system a lot of the time. So what ShoreTel has done is introduce something called ShoreTel Connect, which is going to be one single platform that runs on-site in the cloud and also in some hybrid applications. So in this case, ShoreTel has been able to provide all the features on the right in both cloud and on-site versus one or the other. So we're going to have a very feature-rich system, business intelligence, CRM integrations. We're going to have on-site and or remote dial tone, so we're going to be able to choose what fits our business the best. Very reliable, secure with encryption, and it's very flexible and also resource efficient regardless of if you have a cloud or on-site system because of the fact that it's so easy to manage. And again, this is going to allow for some hybrid applications. Again, this is a review of the three deployment models. There's on-site only, where you own and maintain the control of the system. There's cloud, which is fully hosted UC as a service. And there's hybrid, which is combining cloud and on-site features. So the hybrid model, that's going to be evolving as time goes on, and we'll show you what exists today, and there's going to be more coming in the hybrid space moving forward. And we see hybrid as a very exciting offering because, again, it blends the best of both worlds. So let's take a look at an on-site system here. This happens to be the on-site ShoreTel system. So what we're seeing here is the ShoreTel equipment, which would reside in your office. It's going to be locally owned and managed by you or by your ShoreTel partner. We have switches, we have phones, we have Connect client apps. So basically we have hardware and software, again, all contained within your office or your own data center. You can also virtualize your phone system. So this is becoming more and more popular, where you may virtualize your entire phone system. Even though it is an on-site system, it's completely virtual. It allows you to leverage your investment in VMware, and you can fire up an on-site system completely virtual without purchasing additional hardware. Next, we show Connect Cloud, which is, again, it's a virtualized phone system, although instead of being in your office, it's in the cloud. So this is going to be hosted and managed in ShoreTel's data centers. There's a primary data center in Texas and a secondary data center in Chicago. So ShoreTel Connect has virtualized components in the data centers. All the switches, applications are going to be virtualized in the data center, and it's going to provide a high availability to the phones with N+1 redundancy, meaning that if your server where your phones are registered to fails, the phones can re-register to another server without a reboot. Again, this is going to be the same offering as the on-site in terms of the phones and the user experience. And we also have some web portal management happening here. But I'm not going to drill down too far into the specifics of this technology. If you would like to look at this in more detail, please reach out to Datamart. We'd be glad to set up a demonstration for you, come out to your office and show you this technology in person. Next, we want to talk about the hybrid model that is beginning to emerge here. So what the vision of hybrid is allowing for on-site applications and also synchronized on-site and cloud call control. So you may have an on-site system with some applications coming from the cloud, or you may have a mixture of an on-site and a cloud system with directory synchronization and calling between the two systems. So we're going to go into the initial offering of hybrid and what's available, and there's going to be more coming as we go into 2016. First, I want to talk about hybrid sites. So this is going to allow a company to unify locations that have deployed both cloud and on-site. So it's going to synchronize the locations with automated directory integration, common extension dialing, caller ID, and 100% feature parity. So same user experience. So you may have a big main office with an on-site system because that makes more financial sense in that building. And then you may have remote users that are on cloud because cloud makes more sense to a remote user because they can simply connect over the internet, secure, very fast, and they don't have to bother your IT staff to do that. So this allows you to have both cloud and on-site and then tie the two together so you can have one unified system, even though you may have on-site in your main office and cloud for your remote users. So benefits here, we can add new cloud office locations or remote workers without additional capital expense and also without IT operational impacts. We're not going to be bothering and tying up our IT staff in order to do that. It's going to allow us to deploy a single platform on-site in certain areas, in cloud in other areas, but again, the same user experience. And it gives all your employees the same experience, same great Connect experience, regardless of if they're getting the user experience from the on-site system or from the cloud. It doesn't matter. So we see this as a very exciting development, and again, there's going to be more and more integration between a cloud and on-site system here, but this is the first step. Other benefits is going to allow you to control your financial strategy of transitioning from capital to operational expense, so you can do a phased rollout of cloud. provides a clear migration path from on-site to an all-cloud deployment if that's what your goal is. And you can grow your communication system as your business needs change with the greatest flexibility possible. So you're not purchasing a whole bunch of hardware and phones and software and licensing. You're instead using a monthly OpEx model, which has the greatest flexibility if your business needs may change. Next, we're going to talk about hybrid apps, which is going to be when you have on-site call control and you're delivering applications from the cloud. So right now, in the first iteration, there are a few applications we can add. We can add the ShoreTel Connect Scribe, which is voice-to-text transcription, or we can add the ShoreTel Connect Fax, which is sending and receiving faxes from your desktop. So these apps employ a secure protocol, so there's no security risk in doing this, but it's going to allow you to expand your on-site system with additional applications, and there's going to be more applications added to this list as time goes on. Again, the theme here is leveraging the strengths of both on-site and cloud in one system, which is the hybrid model. So ShoreTel, as a visionary provider of IP PBX phone systems and UC applications, ShoreTel is going to see the future of the architecture in this space as combining the best of the two delivery methods, which are on-site and cloud. The result is going to be a hybrid communications platform that delivers resiliency, control, and availability that you find in an on-premises hardware-based traditional phone system, along with the immediacy, ease, and flexibility of productivity-enhancing applications delivered from the cloud. So again, we're seeing that, your business, it may not be a best fit for only cloud or only on-site. There's going to be a market for a mixture depending on your business drivers and your needs. It may be that you want on-site in your main offices, cloud for your remote users, or you have on-site, you want to leverage some additional applications, you can do that. And there's going to be more and more developments to this hybrid model as time goes on. This is just the first step. That brings us back to the question, which is best for our own business, on-site, cloud, or hybrid? So the right answer, first of all, there is no right answer. Let's make that clear. But the right answer for your own business is going to depend on your own specific situation and, most importantly, your own business drivers. Many organizations today are moving to a cloud-only deployment due to the flexibility, remote capabilities, and disaster recovery advantages of cloud. However, on-site does remain a good choice for organizations having a strong internal IT staff, looking to leverage their in-house capabilities and also maintain control of the UC system. Also, organizations with a large central location may not benefit as much from the remote capabilities and scalability of cloud, making on-site a more favorable option. ShoreTel Connect hybrid solutions offer the best of both worlds, and as hybrid continues to evolve, we see this as a fast-growing third option for new UC solutions. So again, this is going to really depend on your own business drivers, and what you're looking to accomplish moving forward. There is no right answer. We can't say you should all be going to cloud. At the same time, you should not all be going to on-site. So it's really going to take taking a close look at the business, and then once that's done, we can have a better idea of what the best fit may be. With that being said, to speak with a Datamart expert about your specific situation and how we can help your business choose the correct UC solution, please contact us. Our phone number and email is shown on the screen here. We have a lot of experience with different types of businesses and organizations. We can advise you on what we've seen to be successful. So please don't hesitate to give us a call or send us an email. We'd be glad to sit down, review this with you, make sure that you are aware of what's out in the marketplace. And that's why we're here. We're here to help businesses make the best decision. So I'd like to thank everyone for attending. I hope this was a valuable use of your time and you were able to learn about how businesses go about making the decision when they're looking at a new UC system. How do we determine what's best for our own business? We really appreciate everyone's attendance and have a great day. Thank you.